It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bengals at 3-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Burrow will throw. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Down to the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
12.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Three and a half to go, 1st quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Hayden. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Hayden completes this one to Pickens. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his 1st year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hayden. That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, but I don't think he got there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Connor Hayward, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Here we go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On one, ready?
2nd and 15.
Here's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Gets around him. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo? And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick six. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick six.
Out of the end zone comes Smith.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
11 mighty.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. They go play action with Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
On 1, ready?
Mixon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Hayden. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Hayden flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
That's returnable now for Smith.
Flexing his muscle at the 30.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Fights through it. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Deep to return is Calvin Austin.
This is taken at about the 14. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive. Hayden.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10.
Mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hayden. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Hayden. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now a throw, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
11.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 53 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now Burrow. He'll buy some time right. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
To throw on 3rd down, Hayden escaping the pressure right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. Last play. At the line, different story here, over 20 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off play action. Hayden. Touchdown!
Pat Freiermuth.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's to the 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Mixon. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And Burrow throwing complete there to the tight end Smith.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now it's Burrow. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And my goodness, another interception. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
On 1, ready?
Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They go play action here on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 32.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far.
They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run again with Harris.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. And it's caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
With the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Back to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Burrow on play action.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Let's get set.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
1-1, ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Throwing, Burrow. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 1, ready?
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here we go.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. This goes out wide from Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Steelers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.